Yes.
And you
Yeah.
can't say this shit on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like they just want to talk to with retailers. They're like, yeah, we don't want to stock them either because they'll have crashing and people have problems. And we'll say, look, this is
Why
not
does nobody
guaranteed
talk
under
about this on
warranty.
YouTube, man? It's crazy.
Well,
Why does nobody talk
I
about
can't,
this shit?
you can't talk about it, dude, because you'll get called a idiot in the comments. You'll say you're wrong. You'll get shared on the AMD Reddit. Then you'll have a hate brigade come after you
It's wild.
for speaking like for people who never leave their basements.
Guys, before we get started, this stream was a 3-hour conversation with Brian over at TechYesCity. Now, unfortunately, about 60 to 70% of the content that we talked about is not appropriate for YouTube, so I could not post it here for you guys. So I posted what I could, but if you want to see the entire 3-hour stream, there are 2 ways you can do it. A, you have to join the Discord on the website, framechasers.org. Or the second way you can do it, if you're running low on funds and can't afford to join the Discord, if you have Amazon Prime, you can go over on Twitch, twitch.tv/framechasers, and then the VOD is also posted there that you can watch for free with your Prime sub. But other than that, I posted as much as I possibly could. Enjoy the conversation. It's a good one.
Let's get on to AMD, man. I would say they had the best presentation because they actually mentioned something we could benefit from, like as
The
a physical
CPUs?
hardware product. Yeah, like at least they mentioned something.
What was the feeling on the new CPUs?
I'm keen as to try the 9950X. That's about it. To undervolt it and see how low I can get the power consumption on that and see if it's actually improved in terms of latency and whatnot. Because that could be really cool for a mini ITX system. That's about all I'm interested in is the 9950X. I think if you get...
Did they mention that whole meant to run at 95C again?
Nah, they didn't mention anything really about it.
Okay.
It was such a, like, that's what I mean. It was piss poor in that sense. They really didn't give you much on the CPU. It was just, hey, we got the 9950X coming. Huh? Okay. That's like really all you got. Oh, it's going to be like the best consumer desktop CPU. They didn't really talk about gaming.
They didn't say gaming, right? Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, the 7800X3D will still be the best buy after this shit's launched if you're on AMD's side. And then, yeah, it was just like, it really was a room of not, like, it was just a nothing burger. And then Nvidia, I complained to Nvidia, like behind the scenes, I complained to them. I said, look, you know, don't invite me to a keynote if there's just going to be nothing there for me. Like, you know,
Did they invite you?
It was literally, sorry?
Did they invite you? Yeah, or you had to be invited?
Yeah. They sent me an email, like, please come to the keynote and stuff. And,
interesting. Okay, yeah.
Check out our booth as well. Come check out our booth. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll check out the booth. I'll come to the keynote. And I kind of knew before I went in the reaction of the people. I'm like, yeah, so there's going to be some good announcements. And they're like, you're going to have to wait and see. Like their language and their body language said it all. Like,
I thought for sure they were going to do at least a 4090 Ti. Because why wouldn't they?
I just think they should have done like a 750 Ti job. Like, you know, release like a RTX 4050 and have it on the next generation Blackwell. I think that would have been the coolest fucking thing they could have done. Absolutely, like, amazing. Because it would have got people excited. Oh, shit, Blackwell's coming. They would have had this low power consumption card. You could put in SFF. And you could have seen the next generation and get excited for what's coming with 5000.
Not a bad idea,
releasing it. Yeah, so that's what I thought they should have done was a 5050, sorry, RTX 5050 or a 4050.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like they did with the 750 Ti. It was basically on the next generation, but it was on the same naming scheme as Kepler or whatever. So that's what they should have done, in my opinion, but they didn't. So,
do you feel like even hardware vendors are starting to slowly ignore poor people? Like,
oh, fuck off, man.
Yeah, like I don't mean like, I should say what's the word? Non-wealthy people. Like anyone below a 4090 buyer. Do you know what I'm saying? Because because back to the 5050 thing. It's like, why would Nvidia release a 5050? Why not just release a Titan or something for $5,000 and just sell? It's better for them to sell one of those than it is 150/50s to like single moms that can't afford to buy shit for Timmy, that kind of thing, right? And then you're seeing these motherboard prices as well, like in order to get like not the best performance, but in order to get something that's not complete dog shit, you're spending at least $500 for a motherboard now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just about the passion. Like Nvidia's passion lies with AI now. You can see that. Like
Yeah.
they don't want to bother with game. Like gamers, they've got them. Like they're not giving up. They're not giving up, but their passion. Like if you look at the Maxwell series, I thought that's when Nvidia's passion peaked for gamers.
Pascal.
Yeah,
For
you'd
me.
say Pascal.
Yeah.
I would say Maxwell. Like when I look at Jensen and how he did those keynotes and shit, I remember his energy with Maxwell was like, fuck you, AMD. This is what we've got. We're going to drop the price to unbelievable levels. And they couldn't compete. That's when AMD truly got smashed out of the pack, you know. And that's when I reckon that's when Jensen's passion for gaming was in overdrive with Maxwell. It really came through for me personally. I thought Maxwell was a massive hit for Nvidia. And then Pascal, well, of course, Pascal followed up, right? That followed up. But then you got RTX 2000. That's when they really pivoted, I think. And then since then, you know, 3080 was good. I really liked the 3080. And
It was just all mining and shit.
I think they made a mistake with the 3080. I think they didn't mean to price it that cheap. I think they look back in retrospect and go, oh, maybe we fucked up bringing out the 3080 at that price point. You know what I mean?
I think they didn't know mining was going to hit right after though. That's what it was. Yeah. If they made that many 3080s and there wasn't a mining boom, then $800 would have made a lot more sense. So there would have been a shit ton of 3080s out there, right? Not 20 of them per one house, and everyone printing their own money. I miss mining. That was the good shit. But you can't blame Nvidia either, though, because
you go where the money is, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at that evaluation, right?
Get a used like AMD card in there. People will go crazy over it.
No, that doesn't. The AMD has to be CPUs. Yeah, we kind of talk about that next. Nothing from Radeon at Computex, huh?
Yeah, so nothing. RDNA 4 is clearly a long way away. I couldn't get any information on that behind the scenes too.
No shit. Interesting.
Unless they've really tightened up their leak division, but I know 5000 will come out right before Christmas. Nvidia's not going to miss the 5090 before Christmas. No fucking way, dude. Absolutely no way.
The rumors or fucking rumors, man. But whatever, they said it's not coming until fucking CES next year. That's when they're going to announce it.
There's no way they're not letting the 5090 go unnoticed for Christmas.
I don't think they care. I don't think they care. Why would they care? Because that silicon can just go towards they can't make enough AI silicon. There's a physical capacity issue. What they can't make enough of them, right? So why worry about the Christmas cycle? That's what I'm saying. It's super fucking weird. Now AMD, I mean, that's just my thoughts. I feel, well, because they released the Super Series at a CES last year, right? And that's why I was kind of thinking, what are they going to release at Computex? I thought, and here's the other weird thing. When I was actually at CES last year, all the Nvidia boys were like insinuating that something was coming. All of them. And then I was like, oh, cool, okay. I'm expecting 4090 Super or something at Computex. That was very, and even all the rumors and all the leaks and all that shit were saying that either a 4090 Ti or a 4090 Super were coming at Computex, and then just fucking crickets, man. So
yeah, it was crickets. Yeah,
I don't know why they didn't bother releasing that shit. Do you think RDNA 4 is gonna be? Yeah, it's gotta be. Well, yeah, AI. Maybe they literally just didn't release it because AI needs more silicon, honestly. But do you think the RDNA 4 is gonna be like an RX 570 moment?
I think it has the potential to be because you got to remember Raj is gone. Like, you know, I thought about Raja the other day. Like, was he actually a plant from Nvidia initially? Like, Nvidia planted this guy in AMD to ruin their GPU division, and then AMD realized it, and they're like, shit. Well, how do we package this guy up, make him look good, and ship him off to Intel? And then fucking Intel acquired him, and their GPU division's getting fucked. So, like, you know, AMD's actually been doing better since Raj has been gone. So is this guy a curse? You know what I mean? So maybe RDNA 4 is going to be pretty good. Like they got some other dude in, and he's like, you know,
I think he's
doing some.
I think he's a scapegoat, but I don't think because like RDNA was good, RDNA 2 was good, RDNA 3 was fucking dog shit. Let's be real. But even Arc is pretty good. Like Arc is not. It's the drivers that fucking suck, but the actual architecture itself, it does what it's supposed.
Bad,
it does what it's supposed to do or whatever, right?
It just seems like they're not a well-oiled machine though. These guys are like Nvidia is the biggest well-oiled machine in the business, and it's like you want to come after them. Yeah, you better do something right, man. You know, people critique Nvidia for this, that, but at least when you buy an Nvidia card, it fucking works. And this is all the retailers I speak to are like, well, if you want to compete with Nvidia, you've got to have this product that's so well polished, but then it's got to come significantly under an Nvidia.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You know, they come in too close to Nvidia in price and performance. Of course, people are just going to pick Nvidia. It's like fucking having a Toyota and some fucking unknown car brand, similar pricing. What are you going to do? Of course, I'm picking the fucking Toyota. You know what I mean? Like, it's got the track record.
And yet, you say that on YouTube and you get destroyed from AMD fanboys for it.
Well, that's why I like it.
Very strange.
That's why I like coming on your stream.
Oh yeah. Because my dude, you know what else I was we were talking about like the kind of the future of hardware and all that shit. I think you know how like did you hear that Chris just quit YouTube?
Who's
Chris, good old gamer.
Chris, good old gamer.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he quit like 2 weeks ago or a week ago or whatever. And I think as it's gonna with the whole pivoting thing and the positioning thing and all that shit. I feel like there's going to be a market for almost like I don't know how to describe it, like where to get the good information from. It's like because let's say if you're playing at the Linus level or the J level or the Hub level or the GN level, if you're playing at that level, your views. So I think maybe GN and Linus, they sell their like backpacks and all that shit. That's all good, right? But like at that level, your main source of income is going to be your ad revenue and your views, right?
Yeah.
Now if they were the initial problem in the first place, but if they make unbiased content, like let's say they run Cinebench on an Intel CPU and they're not like 350 watts, if they stop doing that, or if they don't, they're gonna take a hit to their revenue. So you know right away that where they're gonna gear their content towards. Even though the AMD fans aren't really high-end buyers, their click is worth something at that level too, right? If 100,000 of them are clicking, that's good money. That's good ad revenue spend, right? So now and then anyone that doesn't do that, their channels are dying off. Basically, is the fucking long end of it, right? So but in 2 years' time, I feel like having this sanctuary of like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, this is the only place you can come to for good information. Otherwise, you just gotta deal with all that bullshit. And I don't think that's only hardware as well. I feel like, again, we were talking about fitness and shit earlier. I feel like that's a YouTube's got to do something about that. Like for some reason on social media as a whole, misinformation is always at the top. And I don't know why. every single industry, like medicine, health, fitness,
Yeah.
what your children are allowed to do in school. You know what I mean by that shit, right?
I mean, yeah, I'll give you a classic example. This right here's, you know, this is it's like a $2 bottle of vinegar spray.
Okay, that's random. Okay.
So during Taiwan, I had my shoes on like the whole fucking week, so I got a bit of athlete's foot, right?
Okay.
And just spray this on your foot. No, you don't need any of those shitty creams or anything like that. Just some fucking vinegar spray, man. It'll fix all that bullshit. Will get fixed right up.
Is athlete's
So
foot just like smelly bacteria?
it's just fungi. It's just fungi. That's all
Gotcha.
it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. So it's like, yeah, what?
Oh,
kills
so
it?
yeah, right. So, but if you go on YouTube and look it up, they'll try and sell you some shit, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like
Right.
they'll try and tell you vinegar's fucking useless,
Yes.
this and that. And it's like, yeah, man, that's the health. Like, yeah, yeah, I'm the same, dude. There's a lot of, I wouldn't even call it misinformation. It's just bullshit, man. That's what we used to call it. There's just a lot of bullshit.
No, I feel
And
like it is misinformation though. How else
It's
would you
just
classify it? Well, yeah, but
I classify it as bullshit.
it's like a synonym, I suppose. But it's like
Yeah.
it's like the people that I cater to are just normal dudes that just want to play games. I feel like
Yeah.
there's enough of those guys out there to where, but I don't think there's enough of them for all the creators that want to cater to them though. You know what I'm saying? So if you cater to the AMD fanboy, there's more than enough of those guys for all the creators, right? If you want to cater to the normal dude, I think you're going to have a hard time because the normal guy isn't going to sit there and watch 10 hours of content. They're going to watch like 1 or 2 and that's it kind of thing, right? But the AMD fan, they'll watch 10 hours of the same video over and over and from 10 different tech tubers all saying the same thing. The Intel power draw is crazy, and it's almost like a dopamine kick for them.
Arrow Lake will be in Q4, and there's still details that are unknown, but I'm looking forward to Arrow Lake. It's probably one of the most I'm enthusiastic things I'm looking forward to. 'Cause
Interesting.
It's just a complete change up. Yeah.
It'll be completely different, right?
Yeah, it's going to be completely different. I'm really looking forward to it. See what they do. They really.
Which
have to
part
get
are you
on
looking
new
forward
node, man.
to? The new node?
Sorry?
Which part are you looking forward to?
New node. Mainly, they got to get a new node. Like they really have to leapfrog their node, dude. Their node's setting them back mainly. Like they've got the IPC there. They've got the goods. Like Intel have the goods. They really do. It's just AMD's been using that TSMC node. It's much better than what Intel's got with that Intel 10 or what are they using for 14900K? Intel 7.
It's
right?
10, but yeah,
Which is
it's 7.
10,
Yeah.
10 fucking nanometer. It's like, damn, man, like.
But
Yeah.
what would be the goal in going? I had the same argument with the 10900K when everyone's like they have to get off the new node, and then at the time, the main competition to a 10900K was the 5950X, and then I was like, why do they have to go to a new node if it's faster? Who gives a shit, right? There's the what's the goal aspect of it, and then there's the hardware enthusiasm aspect of it, right? So like it comes back to that whole Cam 2 shit as well, where it's like the idea of Cam 2 is really cool from a hardware perspective, but if you just get down to I'm gonna be playing Baldur's Gate 3, you can play on a 10900K still, no problem.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
What you got to but what all people see is okay, power consumption, FPS, temperature. Oh my god, 7800 X3D so good. Bye. So like
It's true.
that's and so Intel needs to do that too. Like they know what they need to do for consumer desktop CPU parts. So I'm hoping they get there, right? Like because that's all they need to do. Once they do that, bang, sales galore. Yeah, you couldn't pay me to use an Intel GPU in my main system. Like, yeah, it's that bad.
They work well for professional apps though. Like I tried using the A770 for Premiere and it did really well.
Okay.
and like
So, yeah,
Photoshop and stuff. This was a couple of months ago, not at launch, right? At launch, I tried it and I had to get rid of that shit because it was so bad. But now it's actually not bad, and it
It's
works
not
well with
bad,
OBS.
but then Nvidia make a point. Like they give you on the 40s. That's why I got the 47 Ti dual encoders, right? Like
Yeah.
that's huge. Like just like shit like that makes your life so much easier, man. Nvidia get it. They know what creators want to, and that's why RTX Studio is way too
Do you
polished.
do
And
you
then-
think Radeon is on its last legs as a company? Not AMD,
Absolutely
Radeon,
not, man.
No,
Not with AI, dude. Not with AI. Like they've got the GPU division there, and it's like that's why Intel's just going heavy in AI. It's like here's the money. Nvidia's making mad money off
but
AI. So it's like
but
you make money.
AMD didn't show their machine learning performance, and Intel and Nvidia did. So AMD was ashamed of it or something like that. I saw that the other day in another article about that. Like
Okay.
there was the ML perf benchmark that they purposely left out,
Oh,
kind of thing. Yeah,
okay.
so they're like behind on that too. Even compared to Intel, they're behind, right?
Yeah, shit.
So-
Okay. So you reckon Intel and Nvidia are just hiring up all the talent and just having them sit in a room, be like, "Yo, do
Look at
fucking nothing even."
look at what thanks for the sub, Roadkiller. I really appreciate it. And Huntamos with the Prime. Thanks guys, I really appreciate it for this random Friday stream. But look at what fucking Intel is doing. Every you're talking about Arrow Lake, every announcement or slide or publication that I've seen about the next gen of Intel is nothing to do with gaming, only the NPU chip. That's it.
They couldn't give a shit about.
Yeah,
games,
exactly.
man.
Of course. So even the gigabyte motherboards are called Z890 Aorus Master AI.
Yeah. AI is
What
the
do
new
we do
gaming,
with
dude.
that? Dude,
AI is the new gaming,
but
as far as I'm concerned.
what do we do with that as hard as gaming benchmark channels? It's like, what do I do with this, man? It's like, so I'm gonna benchmark this NPU. It's gonna you see how my the ghosting, it's gonna do a better job of removing the ghosting while I'm streaming. Okay, great. I just spent $700 on this motherboard for that. I don't know, man. I don't.
Okay, so it's gaming all over again. I just think this time around they've been a bit too preemptive on it. You know, like back in 2010, everyone just started slapping gaming on everything, and it worked. This time around, I think they're like, shit. They've all been sitting down, all these companies are like, we got to fucking chuck AI on this. Yeah. AI is the next gaming. We're going to chuck that on our marketing, even if it's got nothing to do with AI. Just chuck it on there anyway, right?
I don't think that'll work for gamers.
But I think it's preemptive. Like, that's what I mean. They haven't let it mature enough. Like, they haven't seen that gamers don't really give a shit too much about AI. I mean,
did you hear anything performance-wise about Arrow Lake?
Yeah. So
if you're allowed to share, anyway.
15. I got from I talked to a few hardcore OC guys, and they just said, look, 27% efficiency improvement, about 15% IPC. So
one or the other, or both together?
Both together. So like you should, 45% hopefully. Like if you're looking,
that's really good.
Yeah, like if you're talking about efficiency, raw efficiency, right? So 27% of the same thing, and then you got the 15% IPC on top. That's a big jump.
Is that only on the P cores or the whole chip?
On the P cores.
On the P cores.
On the P cores. Yeah.
Okay.
So they were telling me about P cores. So it looks really good. Like Ultra's going to be good for them, I think.
So is it clocked way lower?
I didn't get any info on that. Like I didn't get. Yeah, they kind of, there's things that they just can't say because they know that the Intel rumors, they always know that I just spit that shit straight away on my channel. Like,
yeah.
Fuck, man, I'm not gonna hide a good leak, hey.
Right.
Deserve to know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but
what do you think? What's your prediction? Do you think it's gonna be faster or slower than 14th gen? Like, P cores. Let's talk about just P. I forget the E core.
Okay, I think the P core is gonna be clocked a bit lower. Efficiency is going to be a lot better, but it'll be around the same. I think for gaming, ultimately, you get roughly the same. That's what I do believe.
Even with the chiplets, huh? Lower 1% lows?
Yeah, well, from what I hear, I mean, fucking 14, like Alder Lake and shit was essentially like a fucking chiplet. It was like that's was what I heard. Like this is what I got told. Was essentially it was like a hybrid. It was like a Frankenstein. They smashed it up and then made it monolithic again. Like it was a really weird fucking
Yeah,
architecture.
because
Alder
if
Lake.
you leave the E cores turned on, then it robs the cache and the ring goes slower and shit, right? So you can tell it was kind of meant to be. Because
Yeah,
when you
it
turn the E
was.
cores off, the ring speed fucking skyrockets, right? So you can tell
Yeah,
it was meant to be a chiplet for sure. Yeah,
yeah.
you can
Yeah,
tell.
that's what the guys told me. I mean, people just accuse me, oh, you're this, you're that, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, well, fuck. I know for one thing, the dudes that are telling me this shit, they know what they're fucking talking about, man. They program the fucking shit. So, yeah, it's just so
Did they talk
I'm
about the interconnect at all between the chiplets on that one, or did they hush hush
n-
that?
oh, so this time around it's going to be like really good. Like that's what I'm hoping, and that's what I heard
The
as well. It's going to
interconnect,
be
like the not that
yeah.
Ryzen Infinity Fabric garbage.
No, the interconnect Intel is using is going to be really good. Yeah, so that's what I heard.
Mm.
They were on that shit. That was one of the most important things they had to get right, and they got that right, I
So the
think. So
1%
that's
lows aren't fucking absolutely horrendous.
yeah, yeah. So I'm looking forward to Ultra because it should fix a lot of the issues I had with 14th gen. You know, a lot of people, yeah, fucking had to tune. Like, I don't have time, man, to fucking spend days tuning a CPU to have it work how it should fucking work out of the box. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my gripe with the latest Intel CPUs. Like,
They are tough.
so
They are tough to tune. That's true.
it's just a fucking head. Like, that's why I love my 10900K, all core fucking 5 gig, fucking bang that shit in. Let's go, boys. Lowest latency DDR4. That shit just snaps through my work. Like,
Yeah.
unbelievable. It's just a fucking blessing, that CPU. And even now on the used market, that thing is just going bonkers, man. Like, it's an expensive CPU.
The
The
10900K?
10900K. Yeah,
Interesting.
dude. Like, I
'Cause
think
it's
people
just
want
so
that shit, dude.
good, man. It's so flawless. There's no scheduling problems. There's no different core
The
types.
fucking goat,
There's
dude. It's a
yeah,
fucking goat
yeah.
CPU.
It
It's a
has
true
iGPU.
monolithic. That's
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know for a fact it's a true monolith, dude. That's what I know. And
yeah.
that's why the boys were telling me, like when I said, like, am I wrong to
And
get a
Skylake,
10900K?
backwards compatible, no
Mm,
issues going all the way back to the 80s for video games and all that shit. Yeah, I still
yeah.
have one. I kept it just in case forevermore, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Just fucking bang it up and fucking enjoy it, dude. I love my 10 up, but it's just fucking amazing, dude. Like it really is. Like I just snap through shit when I like my whole desktop is just a lightning bolt, dude. Coupled in with the Philips monitor, that thing is just it's just like the dream combo,
I kind
dude.
of
And
want to
it
try
yeah,
that now. I want to try putting a 10900K on a workstation and see what kind of
dude,
happens. Yeah.
especially with your hardcore OC shit. You're like, all right, so Battle Mage is definitely coming, and we got the coolers made. We're getting the coolers being developed right
Didn't
now. So
Moore's Law's Dead say it was canceled? Some
yeah,
shit.
dude, like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, yeah, don't even, yeah,
What
I mean,
was there any inclination of like Battle Mage would be the last one, or
nah, I mean,
like or is
it's
Intel like
like
they're in for GPUs? They're fucking like that's it. They're good.
they're in for, from what I hear, they're in for 4 generations. Like, that's what
Okay.
they're in for, A, B, C, D. So they're in for A, B, C, D. Like, they've already taped it all out. Of course, they're going to try and get the AI. The thing is, if they get the AI sales, dude, the gaming shit,
Yeah, they don't care
whatever.
anyway.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. So
Like it's
they
all about them. It's all about them penetrating Nvidia's market now. Like Nvidia's just got the money rolling in like a fucking freight train. So it's all about them penetrating that market. And then, yeah, Battle Mage will come. I hope they fix all the problems with Arc. Like I really do, because it'd be cool to have Intel say surpass AMD, and people are buying Intel instead of AMD, and they get that market share, and then they start really pushing it.
have you heard that PlayStation and Xbox might stop making consoles? Like this
I've
will be
heard
the
a few
last
things,
gen.
dude. I've heard the 7900 XTX might be cancelled.
What
I've
do
heard that.
you mean the next one or this
Um,
one?
like the actual 7900 XTX is no longer being produced by some partners right now. I've got to look into that more. Um,
Really?
they just stopped me. Yeah, so there's a lot of fucking
Why?
weird rumors. I've got to look into them more and make a video on it. Like contact who I know and see what's up with that. Yeah, like I've been hearing some shit too. So it could be
Interesting.
true. Like I don't know.
Is
So
it that MSI thing where they're just like we don't make enough money on these, so fuck that shit?
I mean, no, MSI have just dropped out of fucking AMD. Yeah, they're like, what's the fucking point of putting all this R&D into the coolers and whatnot and changing things up
Right.
only for the
For
yeah, and
nobody
then
to buy
fuck
that
it.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they got to deal with returns problems because the return rate on AMD cards is actually a lot higher than Nvidia cards too. Like if we're talking per GPU out of 100, say for instance,
That's
you know what I mean?
super interesting.
Yeah, because a lot of people will have like games will crash on the AMD cards. They'll take the card back. And
Yes.
you
Yeah.
can't say this shit on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like they just want to talk to with retailers. They're like, yeah, we fucking don't want to stock them either, because they'll have crashing and people will have problems. And we'll say, look, this is
Why
not
does nobody
guaranteed
talk
under
about this on
warranty.
YouTube, man? It's crazy.
Well,
Why does nobody talk
I
about
can't,
this shit?
you
It's
can't talk about it, dude, because you'll get called a fucking idiot in the comments. You'll say you're wrong. You'll get shared on the AMD Reddit. Then you'll have a hate fucking brigade come after you
wild.
for speaking like for people who never leave their fucking basement. So this is why I like coming on your stream and talking about it, because we can say what we want here. You know what I mean?
Pure
Like people are
insanity.
here.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it is.
god, dude, that's fucking pure insanity. And
It is.
oh my god, dude, there has to be a way to break through to these people.
Which is why
there has to be. There's
why I recommend undervolting your AMD fucking GPU. I've always said this. Undervolt your AMD GPU. Don't push it even out of the box settings. Have it run stable, right? So it's a good card when you undervolt. Like in my opinion, your AMD card's pretty good when you undervolt it. Same with that's why I like the 7900X GRE or whatever. The 7900 GRE was good because it wasn't pushed out of the box. You're not going to have any crashing or any problems. That's why.
people. What the things that I saw about LTT at CES and just the way that they do business and stuff. No, the audience
Yeah.
has no fucking clue, man.
Oh, man.
No
Yeah.
idea that machine that they're running, that machine of fucking depression and slavery and overwork, man. Oh my god, it's a whole different level. Linus is cracking that whip hard, man. But no, I was thinking of drama chasers too. I don't see one.
Yeah,
The thing is,
That's-
you know, it's like I don't.
That's
No,
I reckon that's pretty sick. Drama chasing.
I know. I just don't care enough. It's like I have to pretend
know.
to give a shit. That's the
But
thing.
dude,
I know.
I'd be clicking on the video.
I
as
know,
soon
of
as they
course.
drop, man.
Of
Fuck yeah.
course,
what
everyone
shit,
would,
like,
right?
Which YouTube is this guy talking shit on today?
It's like do you can it's like, oh man, can you it's like when hardware unboxed
Dude, that's
fucked
my
up
favorite, was when you go
the
on
Gear
that
2 thing. Yeah. That's because I view it as misinformation, so I'm gonna address it, right? If
bro, you need to make a couple of videos on that too. Like you don't let up. You just fucking keep going, you know, until he makes a video on his channel, and then he's giving you fucking public attention. You know what I mean?
No, but people,
Like-
dude, there's like 5 or 6 channels out there that do nothing but talk shit about my channel. It's super weird. They have like 200, but you can't. I feel like it's an unwritten rule where if your channel is larger than the channel reacting to you, you just don't address it. Because they know, everybody knows that once you do, all of a sudden you've validated that smaller channel, right? That's why I don't want to just farm drama, because it kind of, you lose credibility a little bit, because then people think that you're clout chasing, right? That's why I only react to drama that I consider misinformation, like the Gear 2 or Gordon saying it's not a fucking scam when it is clearly a fucking scam. Or Wendell saying it's like the best CPU, and I'm like, holy shit, Wendell, you didn't even fucking turn this thing on, man. Or
which one? What was this with Wendell?
the 7950X3D, same one, right?
Oh shit! Okay, he was going off on it.
He said it was working properly because that's how it's supposed to work and all this shit.
Dude,
I'm like,
I recently tried it again, like, and
I'm like,
it's fucked. To get that thing working properly, you got to jump through hurdles, man. It's like just get a 7800X3D and call it a day.
It's like, man, it's like some of these guys, because Wendell is so smart. I'm like,
He's a lovable guy too,
yeah,
man. He's one
yeah,
of the
I know.
fucking nicest
Yeah, I
dudes
know.
in
I
the
totally
industry.
agree.
Like,
I'm like, dude,
yeah.
you're completely out of touch with the COD, bro. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like you're like you cannot say that a 10-page Linux distro and it works fine. Like, you cannot be doing that, right? Like, it's
But the
like,
thing is, you go to him with that, and he'll be like, "Yeah, sorry for the COD, bro. There's
mhm.
something different." He'll just admit that he fucked up. He
Sure,
doesn't
no,
care.
yeah,
He's a
yeah,
cool
I agree.
dude like that. He just doesn't care.
I
He's one
concur.
of the few dudes that you can have a convo with, and he's one of the dudes I really respect. There's a few others in the industry too. He's one of
The
the dudes.
other problem is this industry does not like criticism. They do not.
No,
So
especially the brands.
oh my god, we want to talk about that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a whole different topic I can go off on. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I was just thanking my Discord the other day because I'm like, boys, thank God you're here supporting, because if I had to actually work with brands, I'd be fucked. I'd be
I do it. I only work with minimal brands, dude. Like, I don't actually work with that many
it's
anymore.
insufferable. It's
Yeah.
dude, I asked Asus for that
Fuck a Zeus, man.
oh
Fuck
no,
him.
it's bad. No, I asked them for the 4080 Super Pro Art, because that's the smallest ones that can fit in ITX cases and shit. Yeah, like, so I asked for the Pro Art, right? I'm like, you want to send that shit over and I'll fucking do a fastest ITX build on it, because I want to see what that thing can do, because it's tiny. It's a 2.5 slot, right? I ended up
Yeah, bro, they're
ordering
not
one
sending you
myself,
shit.
right? No,
Yeah,
he's
they're
okay
gonna-
with he's okay sending me stuff, but the problem is he's like, what do you want to say about it? We got to make sure that we know what you're gonna like. I'm like, really, man? I replied, I'm like, don't worry about it. I'll just buy it myself. Like, seriously. And then, so I actually did buy it myself, but now I don't want to make a video on it. He made me
Yeah.
go through all these hoops of like, make sure that we talk about the right things. I'm like, well, now I'm not going to make a video at all. Fuck that shit, right?
Well, just nah. What you do is you fuck the card and do a Gamers Nexus. Send it back in for warranty repair and see what their process is like in Canada.
Yeah, you know what? I've never had a problem with our RMA. I've straight
In
up.
Australia, it's dodgy as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
In
or
Australia,
and
it's
that goes
really
for all the brands. I've already made them all. Asus, MSI.
Gigabyte's really good in Australia.
Yeah, no
So
problems.
That's yeah.
No problems.
So,
Well, so
ASRock's good in Australia. Like, there's
I've
some
never done
brands that
ASRock.
just- Okay.
I've never done ASRock. I don't buy very many ASRock products. Their lightning is fucking goated. But
I've been using their shit. I love it. Like, I don't think I'm sponsored by them, but I actually genuinely love their shit. Like, it's really good. So, especially their mini ITX boards. I like, yeah.
that's what I'm
Had a
saying.
great time
The
on it.
new one that just came out, the lightning. I just did a video on that one, and I'm like, this thing's fucking. This is good. But it's late,
Okay.
but it's very good. It did 8400 stable on
Wow.
DDR5.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So they
I
weren't
left that shit for
bullshitting. What did they
24
say on
hours.
the box?
8600, but my CPU can't do that, which I already know. Yeah, so they were not. That was the conclusion of that video was like, wow, they are not full of shit on this one. I was fully expecting to shit all over that board, but no, that one is the equivalent to the Apex, right? But
Fuck.
so I bought. I sell the bundles on my website, right? Like the Apex CPU, Max OC RAM. That's how I fund the majority of my fucking channel. And a lot of the time, there was like I want to say like a 20%, not failure. They weren't failures, but 20% of those Apex boards couldn't do 8,000. So I would validate them all with a CPU that I knew could do 8,000 and a RAM kit that could do 8,000, and I already knew the voltages, right? So I'd throw them in. But anyway, long story short, they made them all no problem. They gave me no fucking hassle. The only problem that I had with it was they tried to push you to use their shipping service, which is like 70 Canadian dollars, and if I do it, it's $12. So that's the only thing I didn't like. It's like They really try to pop up this thing that says use our certified shipping service to make sure that it gets here, and then you can bypass that, use your own, and then it's fine.
They didn't say anything. They just don't fucking talk to you again. They just ignore your emails and everything. Like, hey, can I get sampled? No.
Why do they take it personally like that?
Well,
like if I was an employee of a brand, it's like the McDonald's fucking drive-through person that doesn't give you an extra barbecue sauce. It's like, bro, like, why do you care so much about working at McDonald's? Just talk to me here. But when you deal with these it's almost like these brands have employed their own fanboys, which is weird. So they're like loyalists to the brand so hard that when you actually deal with them and you're like, yeah, this product's not that good, yeah, they get like salty about it.
That's what I tell the AMD fanboys. I'm like, look, you want me to critique this. If you want your company to succeed and do better, you want to fix all the negative shit about it. Nvidia, dude, like, fucking Nvidia doesn't do a whole lot wrong, dude.
No,
like,
they're just chill,
As much as people talk shit about Nvidia, they're like the smartest fucking company, man. Good products. Yeah, sure, they you could say they overcharge for them. Well, hey, go make your own fucking RTX 4070 Ti.
Dude,
come back, $1 billion later, come back and tell me how you're doing.
I can't.
That's what Intel.
It's like people think I'm like the biggest fucking shill. I'm like, dude, it just fucking works, man. What am I gonna tell? I have guys in my Discord paying me $100 a month. What am I gonna say? Oh yeah, this AMD thing is the best. No, they just want to know what works, man. People with money have zero time to fuck around. Zero. Yeah. They only want to they get home. They work 16 hours just like me. They come home and they want to just throw a couple of drops with the boys. And they want zero fucking issues, right? What's
So it's why I use a Samsung phone nowadays too. Ultra fucking S23 Ultra. Shit just works, dude.
Oh yeah, well, I have an iPhone for that reason.
And people are like, oh, why isn't Intel stock not performing? Well, it's because the company's not fucking performing, right? You got this CEO who looks like he looks like a man kid. Like, let's be honest. He looks like a man kid. As amazing as he might be, you need someone like Jensen, right? He's got this aura. He's got this charisma.
Yeah.
Have you seen him speak at an event?
Jensen? I haven't seen it. No, not in person, no.
Intel is cheap.
They need a CEO with charisma.
Yeah.
They have, dude, well. Yeah,
You see that guy get up on stage, man? I was like, fuck me, dude. Like,
I've been watching a lot of Alex Hormozy and a lot of business podcasts lately. I'm all about the business stuff now, right? And it doesn't matter who you listen to or who you talk to. The number one skill you need to have to be successful is charisma. You don't even have to know anything. If you're just charismatic and you sell, that's fucking it, man. And it makes perfect sense. It's like, why do 99% of tech channels not go anywhere? They have no fucking charisma, dude. That's just the way it is, right?
Yeah. Brother from another mother, dude.
Why does man, it's like, I don't know. You can just get interviews, you get jobs, you can sell better. You're also just normal. Right?
Well, as soon as I saw that dude speak, 1 minute in, I was like, yeah, why is this guy the CEO? And that's why I went on the
that's a huge mistake.
And I said, this guy will probably be out because but that's the thing. The woke culture's keeping him in there, right? Oh, Pat Gelsinger's got feelings too, right? Guys, we can't offend his feelings if we make him step down as CEO. Like, that's probably the shit that's going on in their company right now.
Dude, they need to make Jim Keller the CEO.
Yeah, they need to make someone who
that would be fucking gangster.
Look through the company and have an interview. Fucking all right, you can talk. Bang, you got charisma. Let's smack you up on the stage.
Yeah, just make it look like. Don't make it look like a Biden geriatric patient either. Like, get some youth in there, right? I don't know.
Exactly right.
Oh Christ.
And that's the thing. Whether you consciously or unconsciously notice it are two different things. But the thing is, you notice it.
Steve Ballmer would be gangster, dude. Oh yeah, he'd be fucking. Is that guy still around? Yeah. Holy shit!
Develop.
That's charisma.
That's what
Holy
you
shit.
need, dude.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, that'd
man.
be
Fucking Steve
fantastic.
baller, man. He was a baller, dude.
That'd be fantastic. Moral of the story of this almost entire fucking stream is no matter
Yeah.
whether you're willfully evil, negligent, dumb, or ignorant, and you're just like spreading misinformation, but you're not aware that you're spreading misinformation from like the large tech tuber, nothing bad happens, man. You seem to get paid to be doing that shit. So
I don't think anyone would like. I think as long as you're not attacking, as long as you don't attack someone, I think nothing bad happens. Like, and that's why tech tubers really don't get cancelled. As long as you're not attacking someone,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you don't get cancelled. So it's like, who are we attacking? You know what I mean? Like, if you criticize another YouTuber and you're cross-checking their work, that's different. But if you're just like making a video out of nowhere,
I'm
calling
talking
someone this, that, and
I'm talking
that,
about
yeah,
like the fake leak thing, how he got baited. That's happened so many times. Like he gets baited and he releases the video, but that video got 100,000 views. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't take those people that clicked on it can't take those views back, and they don't unsubscribe either. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
but notice how I don't attack him. I just said I just tuned off his content after that. Because
sure,
again,
yeah.
That's all you need to say. It's like, yeah, I've tuned off after that because it was, yeah, for me it's like posting fake leaks. I wouldn't do that, and if I did, I'd apologize.
He wasn't aware of that it was fake though. That's the thing. Right? It's not like he wouldn't. No, I know he would. Yeah, right. He wouldn't purposely put that out, knowing it was fake. I don't think.
But why wouldn't you delete the video after that? It's just there. So
because the views keep going up. That's what I'm saying. And I'm trying to develop. Yeah, like not like a 2-week. I don't want to meet these guys in real life because people are fucking weird when they meet. You never want to meet your heroes, right? People get weird. I don't know.
I met every dude I met that subscribed to TYC is always actually a bro. Like, they're pretty. Actually, some of my friends were viewers, man, and they became bros. Like,
everyone I've met at a convention has been super weird.
Okay.
Like fidgety and shit. Yeah.
CES. I didn't want to bring it up, but CES is fucking weird, dude.
Oh, it is, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Like
yeah.
the brands are all cool, and all the everyone I met that was a brand rep are all fucking normal cool dudes.
Yeah.
But like the viewers, they're pretty. I'm afraid to meet my audience. Let's put it that way. But anyway, let's call it there, man. Thanks so much for
you're a funny bastard.
For
dude.
coming on. Yeah, thanks so much for coming on.
Your audience, man. Like, you look at your videos and like the views and shit like that, but look at the comments, dude. Your comments are awesome. Everyone's fucking got the right mindset in your comments.
Yeah, I'm glad, man. I've cultivated a good squad for sure. I'm so blessed and grateful to have them and shit. But
yeah.
Anyway, stay in touch and shit. Thanks for giving us the recap, and then I'll see you. Whatever. See you next time. Yeah,
we'll catch up. Thanks
for
tuning in, fellas.
Yeah, thanks so much, everybody. Stream.